Hello. Welcome to the Late Show with Egg. As I'm recording this, it is 12:44. It is 12:44 in the middle of the night. So, night owls. First of all, massive props. I understand it's kinda harsh to live in a world that's... Yes, I made a save file and just to play in my own free time. I didn't get anywhere, but this world is not built for doing things in the middle of the night, so you night is basically a time where everything is just dead. It's also why everything is so interesting to go out at night, even though you're most likely going to get your shit stolen. Broncos country, let's ride. I am not expecting this to get many live views simply because I'm doing this like in the middle of the night. It's the night shift, I made my bed, and I'm gonna piss my pants.
We've done that from the very beginning?
Yes. It was a sad day for the small call household when I figured that out.
Ooh. Take your time and let's try again, Egg.
You can just jump to this one part. Rather than doing that one tutorial section like a dingus. Which was multiple times for the hour and a half that you streamed. The average time tried making a joke, but I immediately fucked it. I have to imagine there has to be some form of like legitimate content creators who explicitly make stuff in the middle of the night. Rather than me who's just staying up because I got a hankering that not only neither memes, fetishes, or meth will be able to maintain. My hankering to come back to this game. Because that's how they hook you. It's a rage game. You play it, you get furious, and then you take the time to recompose yourself and try it again. Proving that you're better than that. You are better than the one person who just nearly ruined his entire household after realizing he could just skip the beginning section. And that person was me, obviously. Water. Make it. I didn't crack or something. Society is yet to understand how the hell those work. And I'm just trying to get back to what I did the other day. No particular reason, but I consider meth to be objectively better than cocaine. I think you already lost a couple individuals when one of the key ingredients of crack is actual poison. Now, I might come off as a nerd, but poison bad. Like, make it. Yes.
Oof. Okay, nothing happened.
It's only funny when I say that. And it wasn't even funny to begin with because I already said that. My point still stands, though. Alright, the farm. We're back to this shenanigans. Well, I have fallen off the goddamn roof at least twice. Both times, I contemplated resetting my character. Don't know how I didn't fall there. I was just going to the near edge of that without going for the pitchfork's hooks. You have to not tip jump, which is not something you can just control. I don't have to do the awkward initial jump. However, this is just as, if not more, awkward. I have to get past this segment, gentlemen.
It looked unpleasant. Are you okay, Egg?
I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm doing this out of the obligation that I can do this. I refuse to be bested by bootleg Bennett Foddy. Are you saying his name is Foudy? He got nervous, so he pulled out his Wumbo-sized handgun. He pulled out his gun, which he's just set to Wumbo mode. Wumboing Wumbology, the study of Wumbo. I could actually just look into that shit. Wumbology, the study of Wumbo. The Schmungus King. I married a Schmungus. Schmungus Among Us. Schmungus's revenge. They stole my Schmungus. So basically the common consensus around that joke for Netflix was that congratulations, you discovered what aliens watch. The hit movie series centered around the Schmungus. What the hell is a Schmungus? And if you're still curious on what the fuck a Schmungus is, biggest question since we asked, well, what the fuck is a hedgehog? Well, unfortunately, none of the films feel entitled, well, none of the films feel like telling you. They're too entitled, well, the films are too entitled to tell you what a Schmungus is. So we may never know what a Schmungus is.
This farm wants to defeat you. Don't give it the satisfaction, eh?
I'm just yapping about a random genre of films. What different shells do I have? They see me rolling. Oh. Well, fuck you, sub. I forgot how to play the game. This is the worst beginner stage of all time. Maybe it's because the farm is ass. The first part of the farm, it's so ass that you will regularly go back to this. And I saw gameplay footage of the later parts of the game. Accidentally spoiled myself. And I saw it can be legitimately difficult to go all the way down back to the bottom in the later parts of the game. There's literally a tube that brings you to another part, another level of the game. So yeah, the distortion, either really bad or really creating. It's basically a narrator says it's bad things, and it resorted to eggs, his #1 favorite thing of all time. Man in his early 30s leaves his wife for a goddamn egg.
Farms are dangerous places. I always knew that.
I clip my worst moments. Landing on the bouncy thing at an awkward angle to where I bounce myself across the fucking stratosphere. And then proceed to commit die. Don't promise a man boobs. That's not a reference. That's a legitimate life lesson. Do not, under any circumstances, promise a man some titties. And you can't even say that. Boob is too funny, tit is too aggressive, and breast is too formal. What can I call it without going under a specific label? I want milky milk. So I immediately just proved myself wrong with my brain just spewing out a goddamn catalog of other words for boobies. Yeah, I just had to do that. Boobies. Yes. See? I'm the very best at egg-based combat. Oh. You're no longer Olvelic.
Okay, nothing happened.
Olvelic. Olvelic. Ozempic, but worse. Or identity crisis. Whatever the hell you want to call it. Hey, I did physics in the study of wombology, and they told me the egg would stay perfectly still as it actively moved to the side. So, what we're doing? Would you doubt wombology? Of course you wouldn't. Suicide is badass. It looked like he'd be making me suicide. Suicide is badass. Wise words from Frank Reynolds. Oh, fuck. I am a rare Conga spy. Did you not know that? Nothing I say is ever serious. That's why I consider my humor based. And it's also why Has-Been Hotel is the unfunniest piece of shit you'll ever see. Because they expect you to take it seriously. That's why this works, and this doesn't. And it's also why Has-Been Hotel sucks ass.
Take your time and let's try again, Egg.
I watched the first real episode of Hell of a Boss out of curiosity, and I was actually somewhat offended on just the amount of profanity that they used for no real reason whatsoever other than bad writing, and that being the only thing Divsy Pop really knows how to do. That and gay. And your fans being fucking atrocious. People tend to underestimate just how important a community is to an identity of a series or product, or really anything. If the community is shit, you can wager a guess that the product is shit. Rainworld. Rainworld is an amazing game, even though it made me shit myself so hard that my mama came in. And although that's the lead reason as to why I'm refusing to put that onto YouTube, which is forever, in fact I'm actually not gonna put that on YouTube. That's right, fuck you. Yeah, it turns out child abuse isn't so good after all. Turns out child exploitation isn't really all that poggers after all. Especially when you realize you're gonna miss out on some small cow gameplay. That has to be the coolest fucking death I've ever seen. Holy shit. Witness greatness, in Queso's exact words. Or you could be a hero like Queso. When I watched that video, you'd be surprised how powerful that statement was for me.
This fall will not defeat us. Come on.
You know how I put the Terraria series on a hold because I was legitimately probably going insane? Going insano style, even though, as of late, I'm looking back and realizing if you don't want to be insane, you just go through several weeks of grinding. In the jungle, which already had several traps and annoying creatures. Mostly wasps. Still. And on hard mode, it only gets even worse. And since I'm playing the No Trap seed, as I've stated several times already, I can only imagine that in No Traps, the underground jungle is one of the most mentally agonizing locales in all of Terraria. Even after I hyped up the goddamn dungeon. Until I realized that it's not a problem if you can get to the trap and remove the wiring. And sell said wiring for a fat buck.
Okay, nothing happened.
As you just look into the shit you can do in Terraria, the kinds of mechanisms you can do, along with things that trivial decoration furniture items that can be along with traditional furniture items like a toilet that can be affected by mechanisms. A purely cosmetic show of spewing out sewage. Which, as I stated earlier, is purely cosmetic, but fecal matter does exist in GAM as a block you can have by sitting on a toilet for around 10 seconds with any tier of the well-fed stat, which is basically just eating food items. Any tier of that, toilet for approximately 10 seconds, and congratulations. The toilet spat out your own shit to you, and you can use it as placeable block, with the only other crafting thing you can make being a wall. So aside from furniture, you can legit make shit houses. Even though just by making contact with it, you'll get the stinky status effect, which is purely cosmetic. And for as long as you're touching poo block, and for 3 seconds afterward, you become the average Forsaken player. You're the stinkiest motherfucker known to man. Through Zach D Films' saving grace of short-form content, you will always have that title. Man lived 60 years without bathing. He believed that kind of stuff will legitimately poison him. So, for the next 60 years, he did not shave, slept in dirt, ate roadkill, and got high off of his own shit, even using a lighter to shave himself. You're the nashiest man known to man. He was finally forced into a bathe, but ended up dying a few days afterward. My guy really went, I told you so. That was the top comment.
Don't allow frustration to take control. You can do it, Egg.
Why do you have so much faith in me when I literally look like an exact carbon copy of the other eggs over there? Well, maybe the one that I saw, but... Who's to say those eggs couldn't do what I'm doing, but objectively better? Alright, fuck you, I'm going this route, even though... I hate everything. I still hate everything. Multiple different paths, none of them clear in the slightest. If there's gonna be a game about difficult climbing and parkour, tell me where the fuck I'm supposed to go at the very least, the bare minimum. That way I don't waste my time with something that's borderline impossible, yet I still try to do because A, I hate myself, and B, I'm overconfident, and C, I still hate myself, which is why I'm so overconfident. Which is a massive contradiction, but who cares? It's the middle of the night. I'm literally streaming this because I don't care anymore.
Seem to be in denial of what's happening. The world is...
Oh, little Eggy Sparkles.
They are just sitting in their roosts. They have probably never seen an egg moving by itself, too. As long as you're not getting too close, they just pretend you aren't there. If you make them confront reality, they might...
Encouragement, silence,
It looked
and then the egg busts ass.
Are you okay, Egg?
But anyways, congratulations. You have scored yourself the award for the most innocent thing anyone has said in chat up until this point. Congratulations, Poogers.
Lol, yeah, bad timing, but that's okay.
Like I said, it's 1 in the morning, so I just do not care. So I guess the middle of the night is where all of the genuinely nice people come out. Not the nice guys who will just say, "You ejecting me? Oh, well fuck you, I'm the alpha male. You're actually super beneath me, and I'm the alpha male. Fuck you. This is actually I'm better than you. I shouldn't have gone out with you because you're fat and you're a whore. I'm not crying, you're crying." So yeah. An entire genre of people with an entire subreddit dedicated to them. Which I've not used Reddit in the south side of almost a year. The amount of time I've been on if Reddit had some kind of last seen feature where it mentions the exact date and time where you're online, that number probably could have had a baby by now. So my guesstimate is that it's been 9 months I haven't used Reddit. Maybe more. I haven't really touched it since I haven't really touched it since 2024. So 2 years. 2 years I have not touched Reddit, and I still never really use it. So it's just random Team Fortress 2 spy icon who is doing the smartest thing known to man and is not engaging with any of the comment sections. For even stuff like Pikmin, which has legitimately
Take your time and
the
let's
most
try again.
peaceful community known to man. Like, holy shit. You find me a hateful person on Pikmin, and I will find you a liar. Same goes for Rainworld. You're telling me the game that's extremely difficult and the game that made me nearly shit myself when I was miniature light tripping on shrooms. You're telling me the game that's that difficult that had me shit my britches when I was on shrooms, and it has a community that isn't full of elitists that consider that claim I didn't ascend as survivor at least once just because I didn't do it with my cock and balls using the controller? I tip my fedora to you. That is probably one of the greatest fucking communities to exist. A peaceful community in a game that's known to be borderline unfair. Not necessarily by design, but probably, but in the sense that the AI in Rainworld in real time adapts to you, other creatures, the environment, and basically everything. There are a shit ton of variables, which is why I had such a hard time with it. Which would be something that I can easily imagine being despised in other games. However, in Rainworld, the only thing you lose is karma. You don't even lose anything if you only have one karma. Or if you have a karma flower, which will respawn at the last place where you died, unless you died again. Then it just shits itself out of existence. Or if you're a monk, who will always spawn a karma flower upon death. Again, trying to be basically easy mode for the game. Play the game without actually playing it.
This farm wants to defeat you. Don't give it the satisfaction, Egg.
In the near future, I'm going to have several neck-related issues. Several neck-related health issues because of how my TV is angled. Like half hour into this, and I feel like I'm in pain. Then it's the middle of the night, so... What about the insomnia that kept me up for about 2 hours on New Year's Day? Where'd that go? I want the insomnia back so I can have some kind of reason to keep playing this. Even though the neck is the main reason as to why I probably shouldn't, because